Welcome back for your August reading. Newbies, hello and welcome. Okay, we're going to have a look at this retrograde cycle and what's coming up in your chart, so to speak, but also what's happening with you collectively. Now, like I said, if you are wanting to book a reading, the link will be directly below. And if you're needing an emergency booking, yes, I do provide them. So just email me via the website. Now, what's coming through for you guys? Okay, you're wanting liberation in some shape or form this month. So the way your attitude is, anything that's been tying you down of an emotional related issue. Now, this is an interesting energy because although this is what you want, the energies are very suppressive at the moment, but not to the point that they're saying, no, you can't have these things, but they're going to highlight where you can't have these things. So it's going to be what you can have, what you can't, you know, because Saturn's very realistic. Saturn's really the father figure, the parent of us going, hey, school's out, it's time to go do your homework. So have a look at your life and have a look where you are being hindered by having an ability to do certain things. It can be in the financial domain, it can be in a relationship. It's looking at things in black and white terms of what is right now. It's not saying you can't have it, it's what steps will you need to take in order for you to have it. And lucky enough for you, I will be doing videos on this. So, you know, this is going to be the crowning energy of your month, the real clarity of what is hindering you from moving forward and what you're actually wanting. So if you're getting triggered, don't look at it as a bad thing. It's actually a positive thing because it's going to highlight every area in your life of what you do and don't want. Now, passionately speaking, funny enough, your chakra card is passion and you want liberation. You want to be a free spirit. So you want to invest in things that make you happy. Now, this could be a passionate love affair. This could be a connection with a person, but you want there to be drive and passion in the situation. So it can be if you're single, you're thinking of a particular person and you're feeling balanced or working on that balance. Now, it doesn't mean to say they're there yet. So, you know, remember, you're being passionate, so it might be overactive, this chakra. So just be mindful. Most of the planets are retrograde, which means we're going back over old ground as well as into ourselves and looking at 3D situations of what we can and can't do right now. Now, passions, pursuits, vices, and things that you're applying yourself to, you believe the world is your oyster and you're focusing maybe on finances of a goal reaching its full potential. This could be in the romance sector too, because these are your pursuits. So you're wanting it to bode well and you're wanting to apply your energy in the correct format. So Saturn's probably giving you a wake-up call in some shape or form and you're seeing things, but there's some things that you're not seeing. Now, this could be around the Lionsgate portal where you still don't completely feel clear, but it's yet to come. So give it 1 or 2 weeks after that. And, you know, set your intentions. You're going to have to use your intuition. So you may know completely what you're wanting, but you're probably now looking at it that it's a process and there's going to be some steps to take to get to what your goal is, your dream or your love connection. Now, these cycles need to tie up in order for these things to happen. It can be karmic cycles ending. For those of you, it could be where, you know, you're learning things, you're releasing things. It doesn't mean you're releasing the person, but you're releasing the old chapters. So release it. Don't get paranoid. Don't get afraid, especially not at a 3D nature, especially not with what people are saying right now. Don't take everything literally because the clarity comes after the retrograde cycle. But if you're feeling you need to make decisions, go ahead and make them. But you've got to just discern between what's going to be correct for you and what is coming through due to a trigger. Because it is a karmic cycle we're going through. After the fact, you tend to see more of the clarity of what's coming through. But then come around September, October, we've got Venus retrograde. So let's just hope we can get through this and really have that clarity. Financially speaking, yeah, like, is life ever going to change? Try to change your opinion about your money. Now, it might be you're looking at your money differently. It might be you're getting triggered and you're spending money where you don't need to be. You need to get a rein in on that because you guys have mass potential for abundance. You know, you are very naturally gifted at having luck connected to this area, but something has triggered you in the past to believe that you are going to live what perhaps family members did or past generations did, and you want better than that. Or it could be even your self-esteem is getting directly connected to your pocket. Don't be harsh on yourself. Everything in life is a process. It'll actually take the pressure off if you don't compare yourself to others and you just apply yourself and how the steps you can take it step by step. And again, I will be doing videos in these areas. Now, you are going to make a judgment in this. You do want balance to come back in the situation of the money sector, but you're going to have to compromise. And when I say compromise, it's the give and take in situations in work. It's where do you chop this part and add this part? Where do you maybe manage your hours correctly and apply yourself heavy in certain areas and not in another? It could be on the home front, reining in the financial aspects of things where there's a lot of wastage. And a lot of us are being asked to use the tools we have directly in front of us to recycle situations, tie them up, clean them, finalise them. It can be that you have a vegetable garden at home and you're getting more realistic about eating healthy foods that are home-based, that then is going to eliminate the wastage at home, you know, in your refrigerator. Anything like that is going to help. Where can you take on some jobs where perhaps you were contracting them out if you were running in a business and you have the ability to do that task? Even if it's simply if you write it down in a task format and you're ticking it, especially with the energy of us feeling overwhelmed, it is a slowdown, but it's just slow. It's almost like when you're going full steam ahead, Mars, you're missing things. So coming back, you're able to really have a good 360 over it and find the fine detail. I mean, I did this myself the other day. I found some grammatical errors, and when you're doing a lot of tasks at once, these things happen. Going back and fine-tuning, you know, using things and seeing how other people will use things. So try and do that at the moment and don't get super paranoid about the cash component because it is within your control. Now, in your health, there may be some triggers coming up and some critique on yourself. Now, this may be other people towards you or you towards them. Try to not compare yourself at the moment. And if it is, rather than comparing, and it can be getting jealous, use it in a different way. Use that person as a muse. Use that situation as a muse where you can go, wow, okay, that now, turn that word into a new word. That has inspired me. That has motivated me. That has made me look at something that perhaps I didn't know I was feeling. And again, we are going into a time where we're really looking at ourselves and saying, am I who I want to be right now? What are my belief systems? What are my attitudes towards life? How are they helping or hindering me? Okay, and it can be this energy where people perhaps in the past have been cruel to you, so this energy has seeped into you where, you know, you're sort of like, well, are you being too harsh on me? You know, I'm a human being, I'm doing the best I can, and it can be your attitudes towards yourself or people that are doing this to you. So just be careful in the health zone, because if you're super, you know, if you're using it from a healthy energy, in a sense of motivation over, I'm going to get revenge on you, you know, change it into a positive energy where you can say, right, you've motivated me, not, well, I'll show you. Not that I'm saying that's what you're doing, but this could be an energy coming towards you and the attitudes of why and how you look at the health. Now, the health can be mind as well. It doesn't have to be body. It can be, you know, what has been very toxic in your mind where people have made statements or critiques and really placed you under the microscope, but perhaps where you're doing that too, because most of the energies of the planets are talking about what's happening inside us, what's happened in the past, where it's brought us to today, and how our interactions with things have been there. Also, what our responsibility and part is in past tense situations, as well as what we're committing to apply ourselves to in the future. Now, your spiritual self, and that again can be a block. So your core at the moment is feeling that, you know, there's temptations. Now, this can be in the passionate zone. So your spirit is being tempted by certain situations. And again, in health, this could be food. It could be alcohol. It could be people. It could be almost like, oh, you know, this is out of control. This passion I have for this person is driving me crazy. Again, we're in a karmic cycle. The energy will come, and it can be heart chakra related, but it is passion and fire and almost like a tempting of someone. So try and keep the energy of the karma balanced and don't recreate new situations this month, because we're ending that karmic cycle and setting that new chapter. So if it's this person is playing games with you and they're saying, hey, you know, I want to be here for you, wait for the karmic cycle to run its course so things balance out. Don't be dragged into other people's mess right now. Keep it balanced, because it can be a messy time. It can be that you end up in a relationship and someone comes back that perhaps had that energy and they're in your spirit. So some of these energies can be, especially when you're looking at other zodiac signs this month, be mindful that because we are in retrograde, some of the energies that will come through in a reading might be past tense energies. Also, spiritually speaking, it can be a block connected to the past, connected to family, because we're going to family and then we're going internal, and then sometimes we're even going back 8 years where things happen and where we were then. Spiritually, you're feeling you're being stubborn connected to an area in your life, and hey, that's passion. So if you are truthfully knowing something, yes, be in that knowing, but also apply the energy to your life. For some of you, this can be twin flame. That's okay, that's fine, but still keep your energy balanced where, yes, you internally know the truth, but you keep your energy, you know, moving forward spiritually where you're getting to that next level. Now, relationship sector, be it together or apart. Now, your energy coming into this month is there's conflict, and this can be inner conflict. It can be outer conflict. It can be the dark night of the soul energy, sort of feeling that way, where you're looking back over old situations and you're saying, where is there control, where isn't there? And again, planet related. But yes, we do have to know that these things are about us, and where can we take the control back and where can't we? If you feel an energy or a situation is very heavy, things don't have to be hard. You can wait for the correct timing and you can wait for things to level out, but there could be conflict around you. Now, this person's energy, it can be that at the moment they're being a bit irresponsible and that's causing you the mental anguish. And again, this can be a past tense energy, because remember, in retrograde, unfortunately, some of the energies that are coming through are your mindset. And your mindset, where retrograde's taking you, is in the past. So these can be past tense situations that are coming up in a 3D level now in other areas of your life to make you look at how you look at relationships, what happened in that previous relationship, or the person or the quadrant you're wanting to come into your life. It can also be that this is coming up now, but because the energy is past tense, the triggers are coming from past tense and morphing into the here and now. Now, a judgment between this connection, be it you're in the relationship or you're waiting for this person to come towards you, you're going to make an assessment on it. Now, this is both parties. This is both people connected to what is offered, what is felt, what is real. Your intuitions, your abundance, because you're passionate, so your money's going to start balancing out, even though you've got to end one cycle and start another. That can be a new job, or a way you apply your energy to the position you've got. Now, you've both got the actions, and this is a very masculine energy card. And again, it's like the Phoenix rising, so what you've got to understand is it takes two to tango. Let this person balance their energy out, because at the moment it's causing conflict for you. So this energy at the moment is where it stands. Now, your blocks is your health. Your health at the moment is being impacted by perhaps a past, perhaps someone being cruel towards you, and it's impacting your health. You're very passionate about this person, but you're like, are they good for me? Are they bad in my spirit? So for some of you, this could be a past tense person. But they're going to realise these things. They're going to realise, where was I positive, where was I negative? And it's not really any good or bad. It's merely the fact that these realisations and epiphany moments are coming through this month. Now, what you're not seeing is something on the home front. But it's not. You think it's going to happen on the home front, but it's not. So this could be an external situation going on that you're not seeing happening or going on. It can be while you're not home, you're going to get word of this situation. I don't feel movement, although I do feel soon you will or may, but it will be through wanting to and choosing to over physically doing it. But a lot of us are sort of getting to a point where we're upgrading with what we have. So we're using what we have in front of us, we're using it more correctly, and we're applying our energy at that level. So again, I will love you and leave you on that level. And if you are wanting a booking, like I said, you can come through to the website, and I'll talk to you guys soon.